Hi everybody, welcome to the News OK Planet 46 Comics Podcast. I'm Matt Price, this is Kyle Roberts. Kyle, what's going on this week?
We've got some announcements from Comic-Con, a Captain America interview, and Superman goes back to Krypton.
Alright, very cool. So first thing, Comic-Con was this past week. 125,000 plus people were there.
Just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger. Twilight people were out in force.
Oh my gosh.
Spider-Man people. One of the announcements I always thought was the coolest is Brian K. Vaughan, who you remember from Y the Last Man, was also a writer on Lost, the TV series for a while, is coming back to comics with a new series, Saga, a sci-fi series at Image Comics.
Cool.
And of course, Chris Evans was at Comic-Con promoting his movie Captain America: The First Avenger. We talked to actually Daniel Simon, the sort of futuristic vehicle designer who was the lead vehicle designer on the Captain America movie. And he talked to us a little bit about the car wasn't as futuristic, but it was very powerful and very inspired by cars kind of the time. So he talked to us about that.
We looked at the most elegant cars back then, like the Mercedes 540K or Bentleys or Bugattis, and kind of stole design features like the elegant front fenders and the long hood and the way the lights are positioned, and tried to make it almost believable. Whereas in the back and on the side, it's very military because he's still an officer, of course, and it has very utilitarian features like toolboxes, radio equipment.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. It's a cool design, It does look like a 40s car, but it has the kind of futuristic element like a burst with flames in one scene and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, very cool. And Captain America continues to do well at the box office. And another thing is, of course, that Avengers trailer. You sit through the credits and you get to see a sneak peek at next year's The Avengers.
Exactly, and that's going to be our question of the day. If you've seen the Avengers trailer, what did you think about it?
All right, very cool. And I thought it was very cool, so there's that.
Yeah, and I mean, even put that up against Spider-Man and Dark Knight Rises, I'd say it's had to be the best of the three.
I think it may be the best of the three as well.
Cool.
Okay, so speaking of another superhero, we know that Superman's getting a new movie that just got moved to 2013. But what we just found out from the past Superman movie, they released a new scene in which he went to Krypton. This was a deleted scene from the original movie that's now on the Blu-ray that you can buy, and it's also available online.
Sweet. Let's get into the review file. X-Men Schism #2.
All right, yeah, they've got different artists drawing each of these. Frank Cho draws this one. This is written by Jason Aaron. What did you think about this one, Kyle? You're our expert.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. It's getting back to the old feel of X-Men of humankind fears the mutants, Sentinels are involved, and then there's some crazy kids involved as well. But I'm also just kind of waiting for, there's a whole lot of characters in this story. I'm waiting for Gambit to be involved. They mention him a little bit, and I think he's on one of the other covers, but he's not actually in the story. So
really one of the biggest X-Men events we've seen.
Absolutely.
In a while.
Cool.
All right, this is the Vault #1. This is from Image Comics. This is pretty cool. If you kind of had followed movies maybe like The Abyss or something, this is about deep sea explorers. They're looking for treasures off the coast of Nova Scotia. They get attacked by a squid, and they find some wealth, but then there's something else. There's a cliffhanger ending that's something even beyond what they thought they had found. Yeah. This is written by Sam Sarkar, and also had some really good artwork as well. This is not somebody I was familiar with before, but the artwork is really fantastic. And so this was one that you might not be aware of going into it, but you definitely want to give this a look.
And then Captain America 620.
Yep, this is Captain America and
Bucky. Yeah.
Because they've started the new Captain America with new #1, so the previous numbering goes over to Captain America and Bucky.
Gotcha.
This is by Ed Brubaker, Mark Andreyko, and Chris Samney, and this is following right in this first issue Bucky's kind of origin in World War II. So it looks like this may be World War II type Captain America stories. So if you've watched the Captain America movie, the origin of Bucky is a little different, but Marvel's kind of going one way. If you want to see Captain America in the modern era, you can jump right into Captain America #1. If you want to see more Captain America World War II stuff, Captain America and Bucky. So
cool,
pretty good stuff. What do you want to pick?
I'm gonna have to go with X-Men. That whole story is pretty epic so far.
All right, fantastic. Well, obviously I always like to pick Captain America, but I'm going to go a little different this week. I'm going to pick the Vault.
Cool.
Sam Sarkar and Gary Gastoni as what you should pick up as my pick of the week. But of course, obviously, Captain America is very well done as well.
Sweet.
All right. So, hey, come back next week. We'll have more comic book and movie news. So, for Kyle Roberts, I'm Matt Price. Thanks for watching.